Namaskar. We are having a glimpse of Bhagwadgeeta and Dnyaneshwari. Today, 7th chapter, 4th, 5th and 6th Shlok. The verse. Bhumirapanalo vayukham manobuddhirevacha ahankara itiyame bhinna prakrtirashtadha. Now, God is made up of infinite things, but God is there in all the infinite things. Ekoham bahusyam sarvam khalvidam brahma. This is what Shri Krishna wants to prove to Arjuna by living at that state of sarvam khalvidam brahma. Okay, so he is telling that he is made up of infinite things, but he is trying to distinguish them, categorize them into 8 parts, like Prithvi, Aap, Tej, Vayu, Akash, Mana, Buddhi, Ahankar, Ashtadha Prakriti. 8 types of Prakriti. Okay, Prakriti means the characteristics of this Maya, this whatever Prakriti, whatever we are seeing. Okay, it may be living and non-living things. Okay, please try to understand. तरी अवधारिका धनंजा हे महदाधिक माझी माया जैसी प्रतिबिंबे छाया निजांगाची कि I am made up of so many things and everything has reflection of me and I have reflection in everything. Super. Even your each species, each soul is made up of all these things. Then only you will understand when I am going to tell you that these are made up of 8 things and they are characterized differently with different species, with this color, this characters, this character, that characteristic, this attribute, that attribute, and so many things. A place, space, and time, and all those things. Okay? आणि इयेते प्रकृती म्हणजे जे अष्टदा भिन्न जाणीजे लोकत्रय निपजे इयेस्तव. So that is the prakriti, and these are the differentiations that what already I told you. हे अष्टदा भिन्न कैसे ऐसा ध्वनी धरिसी जरी मानसी तरी तेची गा आता परिसे विवंचना. Now you might be thinking why it is different and how it is different. I am going to tell you. And what is this application in everyday life? Okay. आप तेज गगन मही मारुत मन बुद्धि अहंकार है भिन्न 8 ही भाग. Already told you. Then mana, buddhi, ahankar. Then panchamahabhuta. Prithvi, aap, tej, vayu, akash. Okay. This is how it is made up of. अपरेयम इतस्त्वन्याम प्रकृतिम बुद्धि में पराम जीवभूता महाबाहो ययेदम धार्यते जगत. Now there are 2 kinds of prakriti. Ek para, one is para, another is apara. Apara happens to be beyond all this and para happens to be within all these limitations. But this apara prakriti holds everything. God is holding everything. Whatever you can see, whatever you cannot see, all the universes. It is holding all these things. And there is one more thing, that every species, every soul is distinctively different because of this Ashtadha Prakriti only. At the same time, I am in all the species and in all the souls, and I am beyond that as well. Beautifully it is. He is explaining everything is different. Ekom Bhausam, at the same time, I am in everything. So that way, Arjun reached at a state where he could see Sarvam Khalidam Brahma, and then he is trying to understand all these things. He is not understanding this and then going to that state of mind. He's in that state of mind and he is understanding this. This is very important. And anybody may rise, anybody say anything. It is not like this. It is like this only. What is given is in Geeta and Dnyaneshwari. आणि या 8 जे साम्यावस्था ते माझी परमप्रकृती पार्था ते नाम व्यवस्था जीवू ऐसी जे जडा ते जीववी चेतने ते चेतवी मना करू मानवी शोक मोह पै बुद्धीचा अंगे जाणणे ते जियेची जवळीके करणे जिया अहंकाराचे आणि विंदाणे जगची धरिजे. नाउ व्हॉट हॅपन्स दॅट all these Ashtada Prakriti that comes and merge with your soul, and once you start and experiencing everything, at that time you become jad, because means you become one with that identity and you lose the super consciousness and becoming one with the God. once you give more importance to your this self, then you lose the, you become jada tattva. You lose within a chaitanya matra. Your calm becomes, your body becomes, perishing entity, not the non-perishing entity. It means you are not going to be eternal with body, but your soul is going to be eternal at all the times. But you lose the contact with your own eternal self. That is what happens. Okay, and then what happens? Then you experience a lot of ups and downs in life, lot of turmoils in your mind, lot of ruffleness, unruffleness in your mind. Then you get attracted towards rasgulla, gulab jam, chocolates kind of things since childhood. Then you, what happens? Slowly you become, conscious. Then you learn a lot of things. Then your mind and brain get accustomed and trained for something. For example, oh, I can see the Lord Ganesha's statue is there. For example, oh, that's good, very beautiful. That's very beautiful. So we can identify it because we have that kind of sanskar, that kind of experience, that of training being given to us. So try understand that your brain also gets trained for all these things. And later on, what happens? That we have to go beyond all this training and all those things. We have to understand Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma. This is what Sri Krishna is trying to tell, and Dnyaneshwari Maharaj as well. We have to go beyond this training as well at some time. Beyond in the sense you have to become one with the God, not break this training and go and do bad work. No. Go beyond and go become yogi, become bhakta, and live work is worship kind of life. Don't get entangled into these things. And for example, somebody becomes rich, so he starts egotism with respect to body. No, don't do that. Somebody becomes, intelligent, somebody becomes powerful, somebody becomes this and that. No, go beyond that, become one with the God, and stay in that state of mind. You have to go beyond your knowledge, power, skills, everything. Okay? Next. एतद्योनीनि भूतानि सर्वाणि इत्युपधार्य अहं कृष्णस्य जगतः प्रभव प्रलयस्तथा. Means, what happens? Sixth one. Now, all the species are made up of para and apara prakriti, then ashtadha prakriti and all those things. But at the same time, just remember that which is born, that which you can see or cannot see, that has some existence, is going to get perish. So in the start, before ashtadha prakriti was there, I was there. That is what Shri Krishna is saying. The ultimate reality, the Paramatma, is there. In between, in all the prakriti, in all the species, in all the existing, non-existing, and all those things, whatever you can conceive, God is there. And once they perish, after that also God is there, because they are going to get absorbed in Paramatma only. Beautiful. And that you have to understand. It means at the start and at the end and in the middle, God is there forever. It is the only eternal self, eternal and ultimate truth and reality. Okay? ते सूक्ष्म प्रकृती कोडे जे स्थूळाची अंगा घडे तै भूत सृष्टीची पडे टांकसा. Means, you see, every kind of species, every kind of mold. For example, Ganesh statue is there. It comes out of a mold. For example, you might have seen that you pour some kind of material inside this mold. This mold has the shape of Lord Ganesha. Once it dries down, you remove the mold and you get the what? You get the Ganesh Murti, Ganesh statue. Okay, so like that, all the species and all the things have some kind of mold through which it comes out, and that is the reflection of me only, and that is what God is saying. And it, why you always say that through Ganesha's mold only Ganesha will come, like that every species has some kind of mold, and they have that those attributes and characters, and they start repeating themselves, replicating themselves. चतुर्विधु ठसा उमटो लागे आपैसा मोला तरी सरिसा परी थरची आनन. Okay, so there are four kinds of species are there. Andaja, Svedaja, Charja, and Udbija means they are born through eggs, and all those things are there. Everybody know the biogeochemical cycle, you might be knowing, or every life cycle you know. So it happens like that. So many species are born, they die, they live. होती 84 लक्ष थरा येरा मिती नेळीचे भांडारा भरे आदिशून्याचा गाभारा नाण्यासी. Now there are 8.4 million species are there. They come, they live, and they go away, but everything happens within me. I am made up of this cycle. I am biogeochemical cycle. I am living in everything, each and everything. Okay, so adi shunyacha gabara naण्यासी ki the ultimate reality. I am beyond zero. I am beyond everything. And at the same time, you see, there are, at the end of the day, what he wants to say, that you can see 8.4 million birds only on Mother Earth. There are millions of such, in fact, infinite places where the species are there, living beings are there. You may or may not see, that is different issue. But like you see, there is just treasure is there, for example, in the treasury is there, for example, in the bank. You go, once I went, I was kid. So, in the Reserve Bank, I hope everybody knows that in India, a lot of gold is kept. So, what happened? A lot of security was there, but I was, I think, 4 years old. I remember a lot of things because of by the grace of God. So I went into their bathroom, did all fantastic things, came back within 2-3 minutes, and then I saw odd treasure. I mean, from this to the 100 meters or something, I saw only the what can I say, the gold and gold kept over there. So it's like a treasure. Only example I'm giving, that in the bank the treasure is there, and treasure is there, a treasure is there, in which treasure is there. So on earth only you can see 8.4 million species, but God is saying, I'm like a bank. There are infinite treasure is kept over here. Infinite places the species are there. Infinite places lot of species are living, and all infinite places all these things are going on. Okay, like that he wants to say. ऐसे एकतुके पांचभौतिक पळते बहुस टाक मग तिथे समृद्धी लेख प्रकृतीचे धरे. Ki like that, the treasure is there, and then the mold is there, those kinds of species are there, those kinds of things are there. Maybe mango tree is there, this tree is there. They are made up of certain kinds of attributes, for example, and it is there at so many places, and they are made up of Panchamahabhuta, and they also have Ashtadha Prakriti. जे आखुनी नाणे विस्तारी पाठी त्यांची आठवणी करी माझी कर्मा अकर्माच्या व्यवहारी प्रवर्तुत आहे. Now, if mango tree is there, mangoes will come. If lemon tree is there, lemon will come. They will grow lemon tree. If wheat tree is there, for example, wheat plant is there, wheat will grow. Okay, like that, every prakriti, every species has its karma and akarma, means good things and bad things they are doing, and because of their prakriti, ashtadha prakriti, and it is a reflection of me only. Okay, hey Rupak, still we have to behave with ethics and full values and live a humanitarian life as well. You don't say that I have to go beyond this, means they will do bad things. No, You have to live within limitations only. हे रूपक परी असो सांगो उघडे जैसे परी येसो तरी नाम रूपाचा अतिसो प्रकृती कीचे. So this is just an example, and examples have limitations. रूपक तरी असो, example असो means just keep it like that. You have to go beyond this. It is God means it is, God is there, like, already I told you that mukha prati bhanu jaisa. How is the God? You should be able to see, like, sun you can see in front of your eyes. Like that, God is there everywhere. Just open your eyes and see. And all the differences are there because of Prakriti, Ashtadha Prakriti only. आणि प्रकृती तव माझा ठाई बिंबे येथ आन नाही म्हणून आदि मध्य अवसान पाई जगासी मी. So because of Prakriti, Ashtadha Prakriti, different things you can see. Otherwise, ekoham bahusya. Otherwise, I am there everywhere, in infinite places, as at the start, in the middle, at the end, while generation, while organization, and while end, destruction. I am there. Before that and after that also I am there. So before our birth, while we are living, and after our death, God is always there. And whatever you are seeing, it is just a reflection of mind. And just remember, I am there everywhere, at the start, in the middle, at the end. And if you behave properly, as I told you, that God is saying, within your ethics and values and all the limitations, by following all the good rules and regulations, those are humanitarian, that will benefit each and every being. As you become a harmless creature, you can create happiness everywhere. If you live like that, then you will understand Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma. Okay? So right now you are living in Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma. Once the discourse is over, once you are in everyday work, life, while you are living, doing this, that, and sleeping and all as well, you will understand you will be living in that state of mind, yogi, bhakta, and you will be doing puja as well. Even you are sleeping, Atma tum गिरिजामथी सहचरा प्राणा शरीरम गृहम पूजा ते विषयोपभोग रचना निद्रा समाधि स्थिति संचार पदयोपदक्षिण विधि स्तोत्राणि सर्वागिरो यद्यत् कर्म करत्यतकलम शंभो तवाराधनम. Even in your sleep, you will be offering puja. Whatever you do, whatever you see, whatever you listen, whatever you think, everything within this body and everywhere, you will see God only, and everything happens to be the puja of God. Switching on the light, because of light we can read it. That is a puja of light. Our tongue is speaking only Geeta. That is the puja of Bhagwanta, means the offering at the feet of God. Eyes can read. That is the offering towards the God. You can listen. That is service to the God. Your brain can think, mind can think, and body is sitting over here. That is the offering at the feet of God. Superb. Nothing like Geeta and Dnyaneshwari. Okay? So let us try to live such life. Thank you very much.